Your argument is the bond, Mr. Reagan?
那么现在讲到保释金的问题了，瑞根先生。
Judge, I'm asking for a personal bond. In essence, it's a non-assaultive situation.
我是希望法官大人能够给李先生一个自我保证到庭的这样的一个不需要缴钱的这样子的一个保释条件，因为他不是一个有攻击性的一个罪行。
I don't have a copy, Judge, of the investigator's report. I just know that Mr. Lee can't speak English.
那么目前我手边上并没有这个报告副本，我只知道说李先生他不会说英语。
So I'm not really sure about the R&O aspect of it. But Judge, I am asking, it's a false pretenses. I'm asking for personal bond.
所以呢，我是希望法官能够允许我对于他这个罪行不是很清楚，但是我知道就是希望法官给他。
Hold on. I made a mistake. Start all over. I wasn't recording this. Okay. Let me recall this. Case number 822-47268-5901. You said Michigan was a violate. My apologies. We weren't being recorded. Go ahead.
Okay, I can't figure out who sent this to me. They just sent it to me. I got it yesterday. Thank you. I can't find it in my contacts, but it's a fun one. And then Brecken's involved, of course. Just a couple of quick ones. I gotta get on the plane today.
Good afternoon. Your name?
Tanner Russell of Mountain.
All right, so Mr. LaFountain, you have a show cause on one, and looks like should have been arraigned on this one. So we'll do the arraignment. This says on November 1st of this year on Northside Park there in city of Otsego, you have a misdemeanor for being there outside of park hours. That is punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $300 fines and costs. You understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you wish to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty to that charge at this time?
Guilty.
And has anybody forced you or threatened you to make you plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty to this because you believe you are guilty of this?
Yes.
And were you present in the park there at Otsego after hours?
Yes.
All right. So I do find that that is a factual basis upon which I can accept your plea and that your plea is knowing and voluntary. It would just be fines and costs at this point. What we mean by that is it's a $50 fine. With that is statutory cost of $75, crime victims' rights fee of $75, and state cost of $50. So you have a total of $250 on this one. I wrote right on there, you have 90 days to pay that. If you need more time than that, that's okay. But
Okay, you'll see as this goes. It really is kind of sad. I feel bad for him. But it's also funny.
You have to call the court and ask to get put on a payment plan, all right? The other case is a show cause, meaning this is an old file, but you still owe something on it. Looks like reason you were here for show cause is you still have outstanding fines and costs on this in the amount of $673.44. Were you ever making payments on this case?
Have I ever?
Yes.
Sorry, what?
So you were making payments, but you haven't made a payment in a while. Are you able to make payments again?
No, I don't believe I ever made payments.
All
I
right.
never made
Well,
payments.
we need you
I
to
don't
make
know
some kind of payments on it. You understand that?
Just put me in jail. I really don't understand the life. I don't understand life. I'm a kid that fails. Just please just fail me again and again and again. Just a failure again and again and again.
All right. So listen to me. Is this the only other reason you're in jail? You would get out of jail. I would let you out of jail. But that's because you're going to tell me that how do you support yourself? Do you work?
No. People
So
pay.
how do you
people
support
pay for my
yourself?
living. The family.
Okay. You're able to trade community service for this in lieu of some of those fines and costs, but you got to do something. Otherwise, you just stay in jail.
Good. Well, good, because I'm not a good person, and I shouldn't be on the streets, and I shouldn't be. I'm no good.
Okay, brother. None of us are. None of us should be on the streets, but you still don't want to be in jail. Get it together.
Do you want to stay in jail?
No. Who wants to be in jail?
Well, that's what I'm telling you is you can get out of jail. All you have to do is tell me that you're going to try to make some payments on this case where you owe money from last year. As long as you tell me you're going to try to work on that, I'll let you out of jail.
You know what? I'll try and work on that.
That's all we need to hear.
I'll give up. I've been giving up guitar. I'll give up guitar playing and put my future towards that job.
Well, I'm gonna release
Was this seriously? Is this an outtake from the Pick of Destiny?
you from jail because I'm going to kick this out for 90 days. We'll see what you do in the next 3 months.
Hold on. He makes more revelations here. He goes even farther than the guitar. Just wait.
But if you make an effort to make some payments on this case, then you won't even have to come back to court on it, all right?
In the next 3 months, all I have to do is get a job, basically.
Yes. Or do some community service, either way. I think, Ms. Strasser, this might be one for your office to put their social worker involved, maybe get in contact with Tanner. Probably needs some guidance on what to do on this, but I'm not going to keep you in jail on an old case. You just need to pay some money, okay?
Wow. I mean, I can see, I get services through the ACT team. If I take my time away from hobbies and smoking pot, see, I'll give up smoking pot, and I'll just, I can really do this.
Well, okay, and like I said, you don't have to have a plan right now. You have some time to work on.
Oh, good Lord. It's never occurred to him before this day to stop smoking pot and start working. And that if he were to take such an action, it might improve his life. Oh, the poor thing.
On your plan. I'm going to give you 3 months to sort of come up with a plan. But as long as you're moving in a good direction where you're trying to pay some money on this, you won't have to sit in jail on an old case, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you're going to get out of jail in a few hours, and then you're going to get a court date to come back in 3 months. All right? And that gives you a lot of time to work out a plan, all right?
Can I reside at my grandfather's house?
As long as that's okay with your grandfather, I'm not going to tell you where to live.
Okay, because my grandfather, he'll be able to help me out with rides.
All right, then you're all set.
To work and everything.
We're good to go then for today. You're all set. You should be getting out in a couple hours.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the poor guy. I mean, he was being held. They don't want him in jail. He was being held at being in a park past closing time. He got a $50 fine for it, plus some costs. That's it. They don't want him in the jail.
Jeremy Vick. Come on up, Mr. Vick. Mr. Vick, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
No.
Where's your attorney, then? Who's your attorney?
I don't have one.
Then you're doing it without one, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it without one, or you want to talk to one of ours?
I'll do it without one.
Okay. Dude, get your hair out of your face. Yeah. I'm better. I can see you now. All right. All right, I've got a ticket here, and the prosecutor says you're going to plead responsible to double parking, and we're going to dismiss a misdemeanor charge of reckless. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's the way you want to resolve this today?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
Let me see.
All right, I understand you're almost done with school?
Yes, sir.
Then what's your plan?
I've been trying to get a job ever since I was 7. And
Stop right there. Stop right there. Where have you been trying to get a job?
trying to get a job at the service yard at Holiday Inn, at the apartments.
Okay.
By the way, from here on out, we've cleared the court's business. This is 100% the judge trying to father him. There's nothing else to do. He's just trying to help the kid. It's kind of
Why do I have a ROA
It doesn't
for
work.
double parking? And we've already got adult ROA for it? Oh,
So everything.
it's confusing. No, it's not the way I'm used to seeing it. I thought we had 2 tickets going. Okay. All right. Where else have you looked?
I looked at the baby shop in Logo,
Okay.
and I also looked at Walmart and Buffalo Wild Wings.
And nobody's hiring you?
Well, Walmart, I don't know, but I can't get a response from Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm trying to go to the holidays.
Okay. Okay. All right. You got a driver's license? Yeah, transportation is going to be an issue then. All right. So what's your long-term plan? Done with high school, then what?
I'm trying to be an engineer.
So you're going to school somewhere.
Hopefully that's.
Where and when?
Well, I graduate this year, and maybe I hope to go to college. Maybe by the time I'm 19.
Okay. What are you waiting for?
Nothing really.
Then why aren't you going to college now? As soon as you graduate?
I'm trying to finish school right now.
No, as soon as you graduate.
As soon as I graduate.
Yeah. Why aren't you planning on being in school somewhere in the fall?
I mean, I really didn't think about that, but
When did you start smoking dope? When did you start smoking marijuana?
when?
Yeah.
2 years ago,
Okay. How often you hit it?
that often,
What's that mean?
like barely.
What's that mean? Give me a frequency, brother. Once a month, once a week.
Speak.
Okay. All right. So on this file, you're not working now, so I'm not going to give you money. I'm not going to charge you fines and costs. I'm going to charge you community service hours. But I also have to give you a little lecture. Dude, I've been doing this a long time. All right. I can pretty much paint the picture of your life for the next 5 years if you don't do something drastic. Okay. You are like the poster child for Mr. Laid Back. All right. If you're talking about going to school when you're 19, I can guarantee when you're 21, you'll still be talking about going back to school. Guaranteed. I mean, I would bet $100 of mine against one of yours that by then you could come back and we'd still have this conversation about your planning on it. Okay. If you were my nephew, I would put you in a car. I would drive you over to Canton on Ford Road. I would walk you into the recruiting office where you can talk to the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, Air Force. They're all in one building. And I would have you go door to door to door and find out what they could offer you if you sign up. Because that's what you need to do. You need to completely shake up your life to make something happen. Have you ever considered it? And I know you don't want to cut your hair, but it'll grow back. Have you ever considered it? Why not? Why? Because that's a valid reason. Wow, you got me with your logic on that one. Listen to me. How are you going to pay for engineering school?
Okay, well, if I get a job, I pay for it.
No, you can't. You can't pay for an engineering degree working at Walmart. You can't. If you join the military, they'll send you to college. You know, every one of the branches of our armed forces have engineers. There are Army engineers, there are Navy engineers. That's a plan, dude. You don't have a plan.
Okay, well, the officer that got fired, well, I did have a plan. The officer that got fired, he should be the one that get help.
Officer got you fired.
Yeah.
Okay, where were you working?
The DYC fellow.
Okay. And how did you mean a cop?
Yeah.
How did the cop get you fired?
He was a member at the DYC, and when it happened, I guess he thought he had a reason.
You mean when this happened? Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll give you that. Okay. How's that change what we're talking? We're not talking about this case now. We're talking about your life. How's the cop getting you fired determine whether or not you can afford to go to engineering school?
Because I wasn't at a job to pay for.
The BYC isn't going to pay for 4 years of college, dude. What were you making? $15 an hour?
I mean, I was making about $14,000 a year, so I mean,
That ain't even going to cover tuition.
okay, well, I'm also an adopted, so you know, the same I pay for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you again. 30 hours community service. Have it done by February 1st. Goodbye. Good luck. Bennett?
Well, there you have it. That's all I've got on the weekend before a holiday. It's almost as if smoking dope is not good for your future. I mean, I don't want to make generalizations, but that seems to be a developing theme here. That was charming. Both of those guys need to put the bong down and focus on life a little bit. That's the theme. It's put the bong down Sunday here on Law Talk with Mike. Where is it? I got to do it now. Now I got to do it. Now I got to do it, but I wasn't ready. So now I got to find it. I should have been ready. It was too early. Cuz I can't do it. I can't do it as well as Lanice Bryant.
You didn't know, y'all stink. Okay, that's just my opinion.
All right. And with that, I wish you a wonderful Sunday and happy Christmas. If I don't see you before then, I don't know that I will or won't. I'm going to have a computer, so maybe it's possible. But if not, Merry Christmas. I will see you all soon.